Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Jill with the Not So Perfect Homeschool, and today's video is going to be a what worked and what didn't kind of review for spelling. All right, now I just first wanted to say that I'm trying not to wake anybody up. It's early in the morning and I really don't want my kids to wake up. So if I'm talking a little softer today, that's why. I already woke someone up though. Did I wake you up? All right, so this is just gonna kind of be a talk about what we've done for spelling this past year and what did not work, what I'm gonna stop using and what I'm gonna start using. All right, so I started off the year by using Spelling UC and I loved it. Okay, I love Spelling UC. So the student book, I'll show you kind of inside in a minute, but the student book has there's always part of like a story or a nursery rhyme over on one side of the page, and then on the other side is where the child does the copy work. And then there's always something that the kids are highlighting in the text. And so on this page they were highlighting the consonant chunks. And okay, so anyway, there is the student book and there's the teacher guide, and inside the teacher guide it has the words that I'm going to dictate to my kids each day and stuff like that. Okay, and it tells me what all the chunks are, and then halfway through the year I actually switched to Evan Moore spelling, which is a lot more simple. But bear with me, wait till the end, okay? Wait till the end. So Evan Moore is a lot more simple in the sense that you just flip to your page for the day, you work on it, and that's it, and you just work on a page a day. It's very independent, extremely independent. Okay, the kids can do this entire spelling curriculum without me. The only thing I would need to do is like test them like every Friday or every once in a while, you know, whatever I felt was necessary. With Evan Moore, the first page of each week looks like this. So they get their list of words here. They're supposed to read the word, write the word, and then hide the word and write it again and then check it. Okay, so I loved that. And then every day they have a different activity. So on this one they had to fit their words in the boxes, and then they always have like a list of their words. And then this one has misspelled words and they have to pick the words that are spelled right. This one is fill in the blanks. Sometimes they just have a bunch of words smushed together and the child is supposed to circle all of the spelling words that they find in there. Word scramble, so the words are scrambled up and then they have to spell it right. Okay, so I loved the simplicity of Evan Moore. This was not the first time that we used it. We've used it once before. I love it. I really do. And so that's why I switched back to it. I was remembering how simple it was and how independent it was. And I was like, you know what? I really need something more independent right now. It was when math was taking us so long. I just recently found out that Cade is in fact dyslexic, which I have always suspected, although it's mostly dysgraphia. So if you're not familiar with that, dysgraphia is like the writing version of dyslexia. Dyslexia is like where it affects your reading. Dysgraphia is where it affects the writing and spelling and stuff. Okay, so sorry, the sun just started coming in on me. All right, so like I said, we switched to Evan Moore because it was simple and it was independent, and that was what I needed at that time. But we are now switching back to spelling UC. Okay, so my kids just recently did their standardized testing, which it's actually not standardized. It's like achievement test. It's the California Achievement Test. Anyone can take it. You don't have to be in California, but it's called the CAT. It's called CAT testing, California Achievement. And it's only like reading, language, and math. My two older kids did their testing, right? And I've always known that spelling was a huge struggle for my son, but the test definitely confirmed it. So he is 2 years older than my daughter, and he scored the same as her as far as spelling goes. And that's fine, okay? He's dyslexic, she's not at all. So, but what I did find out from a friend, actually Megan over at Pennies and Salt told me that she found out a dyslexic child reading scrambled up spelling words is actually detrimental to them. And it makes a lot of sense. Letters are already scrambled up to a dyslexic child. So then imagine giving them a word scrambled up on purpose that they're supposed to unscramble. It's really hard for them and probably not good for their brain, because a lot of dyslexic kids also kind of like take a picture with their brain to remember words. Okay, so showing them a list of unscrambled words is just not ideal, right? So as much as I love the idea of Evan Moore, I think also, let me just say, I am not dissing Evan Moore, okay? I still love it. And I still would recommend it if you have a total neurotypical child and you don't have a child that struggles with dyslexia or dysgraphia or anything like that. If your child has no learning disabilities at all, I think Evan Moore is great. I honestly do. But that being said, we are going back to spelling UC. So everything in this book is spelled right. The kids are copying all of, like, everything that they're writing in here is copy work. Okay, and copy work is amazing for dysgraphia and spelling struggles due to that. Okay, so I'm going to show you inside Kate's, which is level C. It starts out level A, and I'm pretty sure level A is kindergarten. So Stella is doing level A, Briella is doing level B. Do not try to match the student's reading level to an equivalent spelling level. Students must master each developmental stage of spelling before advancing to the next. Listen and write, so that's what Stella's doing. Listen and write is for a beginning reader who is learning letter names and sounds and how to hold a pencil properly. Jack and Jill is for a student who prints easily with lowercase letters and knows most sounds, including long and short vowels. Wild Tales is for a student who knows all letter sounds, spells many common words correctly, and is becoming comfortable with reading, and so on and so on. Okay, and then here is where we get into the chunking, okay? All right, so the first chunking they do is vowel chunks, and that is in yellow. So they are going to use their yellow colored pencil, and they are going to highlight any word that has more than one vowel in it that makes one sound. So like A-E makes A, A-I makes A, A-U makes ah. Okay, so if two vowels make one sound, they're highlighting that. These are two consonants that make one sound. So like ch, k, w, v, sh. And then the bossy R chunks is when there's a letter before the R that tells the R what to do. And there's tricky Y guy. Tricky Y guy is usually found at the end of words, but may be in the middle. It can sound like the long E, so baby, or the long I, like fly, or the short I, like bicycle. Okay, so they are just learning. So there's a color for every rule, and then it's going to help their brain to remember those things. Silent letters. So that is kind of the idea behind this. And my son doesn't have dictation in his workbook, so all of his is copy work. So he's copying this whole sentence. This is where he does the chunking. She has dictation every day. So up here is where she reads the passage. She has to find certain things. She, like in this one, she has to find the exclamation points. Every day it's something different for her. So she's finding commas in a series, exclamation points, just different things that they give her to find each day. And then she has her copy work, which is shorter here, shorter than my son's. And then over here is where I dictate to her. So then she brings me this. So this is level 12A, lesson 12A. Okay, so then I go here and I dictate these words to her, and they have it here, and they have the E's in the right spot already. So that also is very helpful for a dyslexic child. So anyway, needless to say, we are going back to this program. All right, guys, I had to move the camera. I could not handle the sun blaring onto my face. Okay, so just know that these are actually working great, because my son, the last year, he was in a first grade spelling level still. He was at a first grade spelling level still, and he has gone up to a 2.3 spelling grade level. So he has improved a lot, and that is from the spelling you see. I just wish I realized that he was improving before I switched them to Evanmore, because they've been using Evanmore independently for months now, and I feel like I stunted his growth completely. And so I really am excited to get back into this, have them do it consistently, definitely daily with this, and because consistency is key. And anyway, I'm excited to see how much he improves after getting back into this consistently. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.